Amid the ongoing tensions along the line of actual control, External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar met with his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi in Moscow. Both leaders reached a 5-point consensus to ease tensions, but there's been no real headway made on disengagement. According to the joint statement, the two ministers agreed that differences between India and China will not become disputes, as the current LAC situation is not in the interest of either side. Both sides also agreed to abide by all the existing agreements as well as the protocol established on China-India boundary affairs and will continue to have sustained dialogue. The ministers agreed that as the situation eases, the two sides should expedite work to conclude the new confidence-building measures. Sources have told India Today, meanwhile, that Jaishankar also highlighted India's strong concern at the massing of Chinese troops along the line of actual control. While China continues to blame India for the provocation and accused Indian troops of trespassing into its territory, Jaishankar's meet is coming as Indian forces have consolidated their positions at Pangong So in Ladakh. Our forces are now overlooking Chinese positions in Finger 4 areas. Let's take this across to Geeta Mohan for more details on this. Geeta, good morning. If you could just break down for us really the big headlines or the big takeaways from this particular meet that Jaishankar had with Wang Yi.
There was a joint statement that was put out after the meeting, which talks about a 5-point consensus. The consensus basically speaks of how the two sides should remain engaged, that there needs to be dialogue between India and China to ensure that there is easing of tensions at the border. They spoke of how there needs to be military engagement, diplomatic engagement, the WMCC meetings should continue, and that both sides should work towards cooperation rather than conflict. On the other hand, there were two other source-based information that came out, one from Indian government sources, the other one from the Chinese Foreign Ministry, on what really happened at the meeting. Apart from the consensus, both sides put forth their positions like we've been reporting all along. Dr. Jaishankar went there not just to say that, okay, there needs to be engagement, but also to say that you need to move back. And that's what happened. So in terms of real headway, no real headway was made on the immediate concern that was immediate disengagement and de-escalation. On that front, it seems like it's going to be a long winter if both countries do not come to a consensus on how to move back the forces, and the standoff needs to end. If not, then we will be seeing the troops face off each other all through the winters, which is going to be long and very, very cold, Akshita. Having said that, for now, it seems like there are certain discrepancies in the way in which the two sides have put forth their statements. Okay. China saying that Jaishankar said that the ties between India and China beyond border dispute, but Jaishankar had made it very clear that only a boundary resolution can allow India-China to move forward.
Was there any mention, Geeta, of the specific instances of Chinese provocations along the LAC, particularly the one that was reported even a few days back at South Pangong? Was there a mention of that?
Well, there were clear and detailed discussions. It was a 2-hour-long discussion, so expect the two sides to discuss all areas. If you see the source-based info that we've got, according to sources, Dr. Jaishankar spoke about the provocations, the transgressions by the Chinese side, the fact that the Chinese troops need to move back, the kind of aggression and the equipments that have been moved into Indian territory, the violations of the LAC, all those were mentioned. The firing incident, the violation by China of the so-called many years of understanding and agreement to not fire shots at the LAC, that has been broken. That understanding is no longer there. But the Chinese side also, Akshita, continue to blame India. According to the Chinese Foreign Ministry statement, Wang Yi raised the issue of firing incident, calling India the provocateur. So it seems like the blame game continues, and there is no easy or immediate resolution in sight when it comes to India-China standoff. And it just seems like for now, the two sides will have to contend with more engagements, more talks at the military level on the border, as also diplomatic level through the WMCC, the foreign ministers, and who knows whether if the matter would be escalated to the political leadership having to engage each other.
You know, that was something that was also agreed upon in this meet, that there's a need for a lot more dialogue perhaps to see some tangible results on the ground. Geeta, thank you for joining us this morning for all the updates really on that meet between Jaishankar and Wang Yi in Moscow.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.